about climate change. What is anthropogenic climate change? It's where people self-induced cause the climate to rise because they're doing stuff. One of the things is fossil fuels. They keep burning too many fossil fuels such as coal, peat, gas. They burn them in cars, they burn them in factories. They burn far too much fossil fuels. 72% of the world's agriculture has a big part to play as well. 100 million tons of methane is excreted by animals every year, and a lot of methane is expelled into the air through paddy fields, which also contributes to climate change. Deforestation has a huge part to play also. 20% of climate change is due to trees take in oxygen and they let out carbon dioxide. Other way around. Trees take in carbon dioxide and let out oxygen. But when trees aren't there, this can't be done, and the levels of carbon dioxide rises and the level of oxygen reduces. This is a huge factor in the contribution to climate change. The Arctic is an international example of climate change. The polar ice caps are melting because of the temperatures increasing. When the ice melts, this stops the. I'll get that bit down. The Ward Hunt ice shelf. In 2002, it started to crack. 2 years later, most of it had gone and melted away. This is all because of climate change, and isn't good. A lot of animals are in danger, such as polar bears, whales, seals, and walruses. Because of climate change, lots of the ice is melted, and they have to change their migration patterns, which makes them a lot harder to hunt, which isn't good for the local people who need them for food and clothing.
The flying picture.
Towns in the Arctic are also in danger because of flooding. A lot of them were built on permafrost ground, and the permafrost is beginning to melt, and it's beginning to soften up, so that some of the houses are even beginning to go into the ground. How long have we got?
You've gone 3 minutes 10 seconds.
Low-lying cities across the world are in danger as well, such as Holland and Bangladesh. Much of these cities may go underwater because of rising sea levels due to the melting ice.
Bangladesh isn't a city, John, it's a country.
Countries across the world. Ireland is also feeling the effects of this, such as since 2002, Tipperary has been experiencing extreme rainfall, and the climate in Ireland is beginning to change as well to hotter and drier summers and wetter and warmer winters and
milder.
Storms are also becoming more intense and frequent. Hurricane Katrina is an example of this in America, and because of all the warmth in the air, it's given more energy to cyclones to form because, and these can result in huge storms called hurricanes. Solutions. There are many solutions. The main thing is we have to stop burning fossil fuels. We have to find alternatives, such as wind energy. Wind energy would be a good source of, or a good alternative, because it does not cause any pollution. But the only problem is it would take a lot of windmills to provide enough electricity for a town, and they can also be quite noisy. Solar energy. Sun is a great source of energy because it doesn't cause any pollution to use solar energy, and it doesn't contribute to climate change. The only problem is they're not
Not very efficient.
They're not efficient. That's the word.
wave energy is also another solution. Waves have huge amounts of energy in them, and an example of this would be France, where in some places they use wave energy. It doesn't cause any pollution. The only problem would be that waves aren't. You can't really rely on waves to constantly come at a constant rate, and the machines also have to be able to take in lots of battering from big waves.
Backroom.
Thank you for your time. That's the end of my presentation.
You're just 6 minutes.
Nice one.
How long is it meant to be?
5.
An engine.
I'm enjoying your